Hello and welcome to my channel. Some updates for you to get us going and then some new bits for you. So, update number 1. Remember I was given the task of doing the cycle helmet, yeah, for Roy at the allotment. You can tell I've been doing my pencils and my pens and everything. So, what happened to that? Well, it took me a while. I think I was a bit afraid of doing it, but I knew I was going to do it. First of all, we had to sand the varnish off because I couldn't draw on it, and I like to draw before I do my outlining and my colouring. So I got hubby to sand it all down for me while we were sat at the switcherings and in the sunshine, as you do. I was crocheting and he was sanding. Then I penciled all the drawings on. It wasn't very dark, but I could see it enough to be able to colour and then do some outlining on it. I won't keep you in suspense any longer. One hood finished. Well, it's finished from my part, so that was the front he wanted. There's this sidey one. There's the back. That did come down so that I could. It does come down. So that I could get the full words in there. Yeah. And then you go right round to the front again, or the other side, and you've got the other sparrow. It's got some leaves on there and what have you. But this is what he was requesting. Now, my job is complete. I've done the actual artwork on there. Now, what Roy has to do is get some good varnish, not any GBL stuff, some good varnish. And I would say very light sprays. Don't paint because you might just take the painting off. I did it with Posca pens. So, but yeah, I got there. And I'm happy, and I'm hoping that Roy's going to be happy. And I should tell him, do not give me assignments like that again. Because it took a lot of time, a lot of thought. But I got there in the end. So there you go. What else was I doing? I had a bag, didn't I, that I didn't quite like the handles I'd put on. Remember this bag? Well, we now have crochet handles because I tried with several wooden ones and it just did not work. So I've done crochet handles. I've decorated it a bit. It is lined, fully lined. And that's a nice one to take out. It's just a nice size. So that was the bag update for you with what handles to do. Got there in. I think that was the third attempt because I'd put big wood ones. No, I put small wood ones on. Didn't look right. I put big wood ones on, and the handles were like slipping around. No, these handles do not snip. Do not slip. But they're good. So that was the bag finished. For your next, I've been doing some cat blankets. Just for the moggies at Battersea. Where I usually do a 20 inch by 20 inch, which was sort of moggies or really small doggies. I've gone up a size. I've gone for 24 inch squares now. So that's one ready. We've got another one ready. It's a bit of a loud colour. It's just using up your scraps, basically. You know, there's nothing difficult about it. So that was that one. What I did find was if I went up to a size 6mm hook, I could still get a good stitch, because this is just single crochet, but with a 6mm hook. And it didn't hurt my hands quite as much as a smaller hook will. So that was number 2. Ready? Number 3 is just about there. I want to do some edging because I'm only at 22 inches at the moment on this one. See, there's the bigger hook. Can you see that? And this one I've done in a half double crochet granny. I mean, they're not perfect in laying down, or it's not like it's going to be a jumper. But it could be, couldn't it? I could do a front and a back. Oh dear, don't even go there, Lynn. But anyway, Moggy blankets up to 24 inch now. As I say, he's 22, so he's in the to-do bag, which I take everywhere, and I do it in the car, I do it when we sit out, and I'm going to edge it in that one. We'll see how that one goes. Next, what's next for you? Another bag, but material one. Don't believe I showed you this one. Now this, did I show you this one? It was it's got glue on it now, that's good, Lynn. It was a pair of trousers, bit of jean, bit of my stitching that I'd already done, and I did the handles in the stitching, and I lined it. And it's a really good size. I can get lots in that. See, it's big. So that one was handy, handbag, yes. Sure there's a pun in there. I've now glued, what it was, some of my stitching was just starting to fray, because you don't necessarily use it every day, do you? Put it in a frame, put it on the wall, or not quite like that. But of course I've been using it and bashing it around and needed a little bit of gluing. What do I have for you next? Well, I did see, and I can't remember, one lady on YouTube, and she was getting magazines, and she was drawing on the magazines and then cutting them out so that she had lots of flowers to then use on her collage work. So I've been doing some of these as well. I'll find out the name for you and I'll put it down in the box below when I upload the video. See, they're quite simple, but you're doing them on magazine pages, and it just gives you a whole different effect. I should probably cut more of the leaves out once I come to glue it in, but I thought they'd be a bit fragile first, so I didn't. See? Whatever you want to do, it's just endless, isn't it? Even titchy ones. So you get my gist there. So I now have a folder, or a pen bag or a makeup bag with all my little pieces in there, ready to go on my collage work. That was another one. I'll find you the name, as I say, and I'll put it in the box. Next, you remember I was updating a Bible that I'd found? Excuse me. Well, I put a cover on it. Made it a cover. I've actually just glued down the spine. Because then what you do is you just open him up and he falls back so that you've got something on your lap, not just the Bible. And then I've been updating the pages. Let's come a bit closer. And it all falls out. Here we go. This one, did you remember this one? Bring you down a bit. There you go. I'll move it. So, I've done that one. I'd coloured this one. And I'd put some stickies on. Yep. It's just no special theme. It's just a whatever. What took me at the time. Colouring and stickies. You see, this is the one I had in 218 and I hadn't touched, which I've touched now. Yep, got a bunny, ladies, some highlighting of words, some colouring, more colouring, and words. I haven't gone too far, but I thought I'd bring you what I have done. Stickers. Just highlighting in the words with colour. Now you knew a bear would have to get in there, didn't you? So I've got a bear. I can always put something on here. And I've coloured and I'll put stickies on again. I like this. It's on a roll. It's that from Temu in their craft section. Now this looks like as far as I've got. Yes. I'd started that and actually I didn't like it, so I stopped. So it was a case of, do I put a whole piece of paper over there and just cover it all up? No. I'm going to see if I can revive it and bring it to life again. So that's as far as I've got. I'm up to the whole of Genesis. No, I'm up to Genesis. Put the bit in there. Put the bit in there that I lean on so that I don't mess up the page before. And that was the update of that. Bible, my promise Bible, that was just starting working. And I did him a cover. That was that one. Goodness me, we're getting through these today. What was next? I've been doing like a tangle, tangle as in Zentangle, booklet with patterns and names in it. So I could do them. I can't say I'm going to learn all the patterns, but it was just nice to do them. Got some more I can do on there. I've been doing them there. Go on and on and on. You see? Just for when I come to do my artwork and I want a bit of pen work in it. Small space. Then I've got this little collection to go to. Go on there. Oh, this is another one. To actually get some patterns out of. I have now taken that. I've taken that. I can get it open for you. Come on. A bit further. And I printed off lots of sheets. It's upside down then, and the pens will fall out. I've got my pens in, they're ready. So I printed off a fair few sheets that have got their patterns and they're also named. So I've got to get all of those patterns in my little reference book. Then I'll have those, won't I? That seems to be a favourite of mine. I do like that one. This one. Should I work out what I think it was Tangle Flake. I think that's probably the name of it. So I was doing that. Goodness me, one more bit. Well, sort of. You remember the big A3 book that I was doing the new collages in? I found a cover for it because I had this cover in one of the drawers because it was round a pad and I'd used up the pad, so I just took the cover. Nice cover, pockets in. Oh, no, not that side. Pockets, yeah, pockets in that side. Oh, and a pocket up there. I thought there was. So, quite a simple thing. I didn't put the squares together. I just did some embroidery on the outside. So that was to sort of keep my folder a bit more comfy. I like things to be comfy. So where do we get to? I've actually put markers in here so I can just bring you the latest ones. Now I will set about doing a coloured mandala on one of them. And I sort of bring it to you. Here he is. So, all coloured pens and some extra little sticky bits. And that was how that one turned out. So then we have another. Oh. Now, this time I did something completely different again. And I painted. I put my pictures on, which are the two main pictures. But then I did some watercolour on the background. Just a mix of colours. Trying to pick the colours out of the actual picture itself. And then I put flowers on it. And then I put Zentangle on it. And some pen work on it. And I really love that one. Next one. Let's see what else we got for you. You've seen that one, so it's this one. Not easy to manoeuvre with, is it? This was another one that I did the colour background again. And some more pattern work. You can see my little ones down in there. And it's got stickies on it. It's got black and whites on it. It's got, you name it, I put it on, don't I, usually. I'll put this down because I've got things moving here. And like everything I do, I had to do another one because I like doing those colour ones. So this was another one. I mean, you can take a photo of it and you can put it up on your computer and then you can print it off and use it as a book cover. Or you can print it off and you can put it in a frame. You know, endless ideas for these. Or I can get material made out of it. Oh, I forgot about that one. That sounds a bit dangerous, Lynn. There we go. Right. There's another one. Oh, and that one behind it. Right. Oh. Different again. Now, this one was done with like black watercolour backing around the two main pictures. And then I did some Zentangle, but in a white pen. A white Posca pen. With its little stickies on there and all sorts. I thought, oh yeah, that's quite nice. It's quite nice. I think my last offering today, she says. Or is it? Never know, do you? No, it's not that one. Hold on. Bear with me. I'll find the latest one. Have I not shown you that I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Silly Billy. Try this one. That was a bit foot on. Excuse me. I mixed it up. I took a... Start again, Lynn. I found a Pinterest picture I liked. I printed it. I cut it into jigsaw shapes. Then I put it on the paper. Then I did my background watercolour. And then I added the Zentangles. And the flowers and anything else I wanted to add. But it's really effective and it's a great way just to play with a piece of paper. And you start with a blank sheet and you can get something like that. It's amazing. Well, I think it's amazing. I like doing them. So, you've seen the don't do it again then. I think that was my last offering. Yes, I've got more to do. Clearly. More to do. What I think I'll do with this one is do a bit of a, like a glue book, where you rip your pieces up and then just layer them all over. I'm going to have a go at that. So, I've got some magazines. I've pulled out the pages. I've now got to individually sort of tear my bits out. Then I'll cover this. And then I'm going to take a white Posca pen, or any white marker pen. And I'm going to do some artwork in white on that. So I'll bring you that one next time. Next time. She says she's got her pages out. Look. All my pages ready to be ripped and shredded and thrown on the page. So I should probably do a couple of those. With the amount of pictures, amount of bits I've got ripped up. I think we can probably do quite a few of those. And just do it in different pens. Perhaps I could do one with the white pen and one with the black pen. marvellous, isn't it, really? Do you know what? I think you're there. And if you've hung on to the end, well done. I've brought you all up to date. I had my list. I've always got my list. Let's have a look. You've seen the page, you've seen the tote bag, you've seen the helmet, you've seen the reference book, you've seen the blankets, you've seen the handles, you've seen the Bible, and the glue pages I'm about to do. You're up to date. So on that note, without further ado, before you totally drop off, I shall say, do give us a thumbs up. Do subscribe, because there's always more to come. And it's usually different. You know, I don't linger any time on, like, it's all crochet or it's all art. No, I jump. That's my autistic self that likes to just jump around on me. But it's fun. And I will definitely find you the name of the lady that was doing the cutouts. On that note, I shall say, stay safe, take care, and it's bye-bye for now.